In the year 1775, a chill swept through the streets of the 13 American colonies. It wasn't the biting cold of a New England winter, but rather the ominous unrest that whistled through the taverns and echoed in the church steeples. The colonies, under the thumb of the British Crown, had reached a point of boiling frustration. This anger had been simmering over the years, spurred on by taxes, laws, and decrees that felt increasingly oppressive. The Boston Tea Party was the most recent demonstration of their displeasure, an iconic act of defiance that had captured the spirit of rebellion and sown the seeds of revolution. Among the throng's yearning for change was a young blacksmith named Samuel Compton. Samuel was known in his local community for his skill with iron, but equally known for his fiery rhetoric. His shop on a busy street in Boston doubled as a gathering place for those who shared his ideals, about a new world where men could say their piece and call no man master. Many nights, Samuel would hammer away by the warm glow of his forge, debating passionately with those who gathered around, each strike of his hammer mirroring his conviction with every word. Samuel's talk didn't just stop at the forge. He took to the streets, joining the likes of Paul Revere and John Adams, carrying messages and ideas from town to town. Among this cast of revolutionary characters was Margaret Holton, a widow who ran one of the most beloved taverns in Boston. Margaret had a sharp wit and an ear for information. She passed crucial intelligence to the Sons of Liberty that would prove invaluable when word of military maneuvers spread. Her tavern was a hub, a place where whispers turned into plans, and plans turned into action. In April of 1775, the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord. Samuel was among the ranks of the Minutemen, taking up arms to defend his homeland. For Margaret, it meant elevating her efforts, ensuring the right men were in the right place at the right time. The small colony forces managed to push back the might of the British, but it was clear to all that this was just the beginning. Across those early years of the American Revolutionary War, both Samuel and Margaret persevered. Samuel turned his forge from crafting tools for farmers to creating weapons of war. Margaret's tavern became ever more vital in the logistics of the conflict. Their lives were transformed by the battle for independence, but their resolve only hardened. As winter turned to spring, the great gamble of the Revolution spread from town to town. Farmers, merchants, and artisans turned soldiers marched under the banner of unity. They carried with them not just weapons, but ideas that would speak of freedom and the ability to forge one's destiny. In the end, the echo of the liberty they fought for rang out beyond the battlefields. The union of disparate colonies wasn't just a series of battles and military maneuvers, but a melding of dreams shared by Samuel and whispered in Margaret's tavern.